Hello friends. A few days back, I learnt a very valuable lesson in a Pani Puri shop. For those who are not from India, Pani Puri is a very famous snack here. Typically, you will find it in every shop. Roadside small shops, mid-sized shops, large restaurants, even star hotels will have it in their menu because Indians love it. And when I say Pani Puri, it's a generic term. It is just one of the many things you will get in such shops. So you'll get Pani Puri, you'll get Masal Puri, you'll get Dahi Puri, you'll get Bel Puri and so on. So there are many things. All of them are made pretty much in a similar way, but each one is unique. So that's a speciality. So when you go to a Pani Puri shop, let's say some 4 people in a family go to a Pani Puri shop, each one may order a totally different thing. And also they may give some customizations. For example, when I order Masal Puri, I don't want sweet in it. But my daughter likes sweet. Some people like curd to be added to it and stuff like that. So it's not just simple, I want one Masal Puri. It is Masal Puri without sweet. Somebody else may say Masal Puri with sweet. Somebody may say Masal Puri with extra sweet and stuff like that. So there are a lot of combinations. So even though Pani Puri shop's menu contains only, let's say, some 10 items, it actually contains more than 50 items when you consider all these customizations. This is very important for the lesson I learned. That's why I'm giving this context. So this shop where I went, it was a small shop, only 2 people were there and they were doing everything. So that means they were listening to the customers, getting their orders, making the food, giving it to them, and then collecting money, giving balance. If the customer wanted water or anything else, they were serving it and so on. So they were basically doing pretty much everything. So most of the Pani Puri shops in India are like this. So one man does all, kind of a setup. So this shop was also like that, and this was the evening time, and peak sales of Pani Puri happens in the evening time. So there were too many people. They were shouting like, hey, I want Pani Puri, I want Masal Puri, I want this type of Bel Puri and so on. So people were shouting their orders, and these 2 people were trying their level best to make sure that everyone gets their food orders on time. So customers don't like to wait, but at the same time, it takes time to prepare, right? So they were trying their level best, listening to people and quickly preparing it and stuff like that. Some customers were understanding and they were waiting patiently and then they were getting their food. But some other customers were not understanding. So they were really getting angry. Hey, what is this? I came 10 minutes back. You're not at all listening to me. You're not taking my order. You're very slow. You're lazy. All sorts of things that people shout. So they were showing their angry faces. But in India, at least, shop people treat customers as their bosses. So because if the customer is angry, the shop owner doesn't get angry. The shop owner says some nice things and tries to make sure that the customer understands the difficulties in what they are doing and then continues to give them business. So that's what this guy was also doing. But one guy was particularly angry. So that guy was really shouting. He was literally giving all sorts of insulting words, and he was saying really nonsense things. I mean, I felt so irritated. In fact, that guy was not shouting at me. I was just sitting somewhere else. But still, I felt irritated because I don't like a fellow human being treated like that, whatever may be their mistake. In this case, there was no mistake. It's a small shop. Demand was too much and he needs time. It has to be processed at a certain pace. So this Pani Puri person was making Pani Puri. So the process of making Pani Puri is like this. There are a lot of stuff in a large table. So he takes puri, he adds some many things in it and then puts it in a plate and then finally gives the plate to the customer. So this person was doing all that, gave it to a customer, and then looked at the shouting customer and said, sir, if you don't mind, I have one request for you. When I'm preparing Pani Puri, please do not shout at me. Please do not insult me. Because that is one time when I don't want to be disturbed. That is one time where I don't want to lose focus. That is because each item in this table is different. Some things are spicy, some things are sweet, some things add a certain type of taste to Pani Puri and so on. So when I'm making a plate for a customer, I want my entire focus to remain on making that dish. So I want to really focus how much of masala to add, how much of sweet to add, how much of curd to add. I want to focus entirely on that. That just takes some 15 seconds. But that 15 seconds is very important to me, because if I make a mistake, my customer is not going to come back to my shop again. Because, as I said earlier, Pani Puri is available pretty much everywhere in India. So that means my customers have a choice. So if I don't make very good Pani Puri to them, if I don't satisfy their taste requirements, they will easily switch. They will go to another shop. They will not come to my shop again, which is something I don't want. So when I am preparing Pani Puri, I want my entire focus to be on that. If you're shouting at me, if you're insulting me, if you're angry at me, please do all that. I'm making a mistake and I'll listen to you, but not when I'm preparing that Pani Puri, because that may make me emotional and I may make a mistake and that may hurt my business. So please don't do this. When I'm preparing food, I'll serve you now. It was really a big lesson for me, mainly because I've been to that shop many times. I like that shop. And I never saw things from that perspective. I was also thinking Pani Puri is, it's a commodity. You can go anywhere and get it. I mean, it's not like I have to go to that shop. But I kept going to that shop again and again because of the taste that he is providing. And that taste comes because he's focusing on preparing that food with extreme attention to detail. That is why he is able to give me tasty Pani Puri, and that is why I'm going to the shop again and again. There are hundreds of people, thousands of people like me who are doing that, and that's why he is in business. And he understood it and told it in plain words to this customer. After that, I started noticing. I noticed that whenever that person is talking to a customer and saying, "Sir, what order you want?" or when he is collecting money, or when he is looking for change to give back to customer, in those occasions, he is little distracted. He is able to even listen to 2-3 people and he is able to manage. We call it multitasking, right? So he is able to do those things when he is doing all other things. But when he is in the plate, when he is making food, those, like he said, 10-15 seconds or maybe 30 seconds maximum. That's all he takes to prepare one plate. But during those 30 seconds, his entire attention is on the plate. He looks at every pinch. He looks at every milligram of powders that he is adding there, because that's something which is non-negotiable for him. That's non-negotiable for his business. So that's what I learned. I felt even though he didn't use this term, he's teaching us a lesson called non-negotiable focus. So in our daily work, we may be doing hundreds of things. Some busy people may be doing thousands of things. All of them don't need focus. Sometimes you may have focus, sometimes you may not have focus. It's a compromise. It's a balance. You try to do many things. For example, some people drive and then listen to a podcast, or some people are on the phone while writing a letter, or whatever it is. People do many things in parallel, but certain things are non-negotiable. They need a non-negotiable focus from our side. And if we don't do it right, okay, in the habit, because we do multitasking throughout the day, if we don't notice those non-negotiable focus items, if we don't realize that they need our extreme attention without any distractions, and we start making mistakes, that's when, like this Pani Puri person said, if he loses focus while making food, the taste will go and the customers will take their business somewhere else. So we should look at our own work. We should probably break it up into multiple small sub tasks and see among these, which are those tasks which need my non-negotiable focus. How can I create it? Should I sit in a room? Should I switch off my mobile? Should I do X? Should I do Y? Should I do Z? Whatever it is. We can think about all that. And if we can put that non-negotiable focus on those few items, the 80-20 rule kicks in. So if we can put that non-negotiable focus on those 20% of the items, they will give us the 80% of the results. If we don't pay attention, then what we will do is the most important thing which needs our entire attention, we may get distracted and we may do a bad job at it. Then we will think, hey, I'm busy throughout the day. I'm doing so many things, but I'm not getting results. That's because, like that Pani Puri guy, we should also identify those subtasks which need our non-negotiable focus, and respect them. Give them that non-negotiable focus. Tell everyone else, like this Pani Puri person told that angry customer, please do not shout at me when I'm doing this. Because after those 30 seconds, I'm available for you. Those 30 seconds are very important for me, very important for my business. We should also do the same. This is nothing but setting the expectations with our colleagues, with our family people, with our customers, whoever it may be. So once we set those expectations, they will also respect it. And we will be able to give our non-negotiable focus to that item. And we will be able to get things done in a much better way. And the results will be much better too. What do you think about this? What are the things that need your non-negotiable focus? Are you able to give such a focus to those things today? Share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.